me! Move me out!
You will go one-on-one with The Undertaker!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hit the Books, the only weekly realistic fantasy booking podcast in the universe. I am your host, as always, Ryan Knightsey, and with me, as always, is formerly the Taco Bell Kid, Mikey Manfredi. How are you doing, Mikey?
Still upset that I have to be the former Taco Bell Kid. I didn't want this. Nobody wanted this, but it had to be done.
So, are you, now that you're formerly the Taco Bell Kid, are you going to transition into being, do you have a new fast food restaurant that could be your new fave? Like, that's basically my question.
There's not much. There's not much around me, and like, it's probably gonna be like McDonald's or
Oof.
Wendy's.
Ooh, the Wendy boy.
The Wendy's kid.
The Wendy's
The-
kid.
the-
Wendy's-
the spicy nugget.
the spicy nugget's not bad. The spicy nugget's not bad whatsoever. Is there anything to do with Frosty?
I can frost my tips.
Your frosty friend, Mikey Manfredi.
Your frosty friend.
That's not bad.
Your frozen frosty friend. That's me.
That's not bad.
I'm just a nice vanilla frosty here for your fries to dip.
And I think if we did McDonald's, the only transition would be Mikey McFreddy.
Mikey McFreddy.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Mikey Mac Freddy.
Mikey Big Mac Freddy.
Mikey Big Mac Freddy. It's not bad.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, then there we go.
Although I am a double quarter pounder with cheese type of guy, I don't go for the Big Mac.
I'm a double cheeseburger kind of gal.
The double quarter pounder with cheese is just the best burger at McDonald's because it's not like the little tiny patties they use for the Big Mac or like the dollar cheeseburgers. It's like they say they're fresh cooked, but they're like way thicker and like actually have some substance to them.
I legit don't think I've ever had a double quarter pounder with cheese.
You're missing. Honestly, you're missing out.
Next
time you go to McDonald's, either get a quarter pounder or a double quarter pounder because they have to make the patties fresh.
Okay.
Because they decided to do this thing where like instead of just using the microwave patties, they're gonna actually start grilling some patties now.
Oh, you mean the McDonald's have decided to start being like kind of not really healthy, but kind of better than they were?
Yeah. But they taste so much better and they're thicker. So it's like actually like a burger. You know, it's not like the shitty tiny all bun almost burger. It's like a burger.
Jeez.
It's got all my favorite things on it. It's got onions, ketchup, pickles. I'm like in. I love it.
My go-to for for McDonald's has been for maybe the past 10 years, I would say, has been double cheeseburger meal, fries, medium Coke, and a single 4-piece nugget. That has been my go-to.
Interesting.
For probably over 10 years.
I go large double quarter pounder with cheese meal, and then I get a 10-piece nugget on the side.
Oh, that's not a 10-piece nugget. Oh my god.
I love me some nuggies.
Well, there we go. Well, then I hope if you're new to this podcast, I'm sure you're very confused. You're like, I thought this was a fantasy booking show, and here we are, however many minutes in discussing our food orders. If you have, what's your McDonald's food order? I found out when I was talking to Craig.
Tweet at us at Hit the Books Pod. What's your McDonald's food order?
Yes, I was talking to Craig the other day.
Usual?
I was explaining to him the travesty that happened at Taco Bell, and he apparently in Scotland does not have Taco Bell. And I was
wild.
I wasn't sure if I was sad for him or excited for him because then he's never had to experience Taco Bell. But at the same vein, he's never had to experience Taco Bell.
What is boggling my mind about it is that they took this stuff off the menu when literally no one was complaining about it. Like everyone. All the potatoes things, like the nacho fries, the cheesy potato griller, the fiesta tots or whatever.
I
All that
have the
stuff?
list. I have the list right here.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, this is a list. So it's official. Taco Bell is axing all its potato dishes, among other offerings, and a big menu revamp scheduled for August 13th.
Yes, it happened already.
So the list includes the grilled steak soft taco, 7-layer burrito, nacho supreme, beefy Fritos burrito, spicy tostada, triple layer nachos, spicy potato soft taco, cheesy fiesta potatoes, the loaded grillers, chips and dips, which I don't know why they're just getting rid of that, the mini skillet bowl, and the quesarito.
Which pisses me off because quesarito is my favorite thing. Also, it's just like nobody was complaining about these things. Why did they decide to be like, fuck it? People love these things. Fuck them.
It appears they're working on for a massive streamlining of the menu and restaurant operations. Maybe this has something to do with COVID and the fact that, like, you know, they're trying to streamline it to not worry about the excess expenses, which I get, but
But they took away everything good on the menu. Like,
they took away a lot of stuff.
They took away all the good shit. They took away all the best. They took away the quesarito, the cheese. Like, they took away all the best shit. You just went through the list. Like, I don't get it. Like, what do they still have? Like, hooray, a Crunchwrap Supreme. The Crunchwrap Supreme was okay at best anyway. And the fucking
Doritos
the only
Locos Taco.
I never really got them. I got them sometimes, but like I could go with or without. I'm more of a burrito chalupa guy at Taco Bell. I don't go for hard tacos at Taco Bell.
That's fair. That's fair.
But like the best thing for me, the best thing now, I think in my eyes, is the chalupa. Is like the only thing I have left.
I mean, that's not bad. Chalupa's not bad.
Chalupas are good. Oh no, chalupas are great. I love chalupa. Like, I love a good chalupa. Something about that shell not being. It's like a mix between a soft and a hard shell, but it's like fried too. It's like great. It's so great.
Me, I love a good chalupa. Don't get me wrong.
Don't get me wrong. I love a good chalupa. Burrito will be missed.
Man, I love Taco Bell, and I hopefully the things. So they brought back like the grande nachos, which are one of my favorite things. But to really make their fans.
Did they say they got rid of chips and dips?
Yeah, I don't understand.
How do they have the grande nachos? What?
I don't understand why they're doing that, but I hope what they do to make up for this is just right around the corner is they bring back the nacho fries.
They need to, right? Like that can't be gone forever. That's one of the best things they have.
These are basically just like good. They're I don't want like the fluffy fries like with nacho seasoning on them, and like they give you nacho cheese you can dip them with. They're so good. But it would you be happy with this axing, Mikey, of all these food groups if it means nacho fries are a mainstay on the menu?
If nacho fries are permanent, it wouldn't fill the hole, but it would mean the losses weren't in vain.
And by hole you mean your mouth.
Yeah. It wouldn't like fill the void that the quesarito and the cheesy potato griller left in my heart, but it would definitely make it so they didn't just die in vain for no reason.
That's fair.
They would be like a martyrs for the nacho fries, you know? The sacrifice needed to get the nacho fries as a permanent item on the menu.
They would be the Band-Aid to this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you're new to this podcast and you have no idea what's happening, welcome to Hit the Books. What we are is not only
a wrestling podcast.
We're a wrestling podcast where we book our own versions. We write out our own versions of both Raw and SmackDown. We've taken the book, we've taken the pens, and we've been booking our own versions of Raw and SmackDown for over 2 years now. So, a little pat on our back there. But
wrestling fans are very enthusiastic about fast food.
Yes. because we're slobs. We love fast food, so that's what that is. But
I never said we're slobs. We're fast food enthusiasts.
Yeah, I'm saying we're slobs.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying we're slobs. I'm dunking on us. But if you're new to the show, thank you so much for listening and sticking through the fast food, even if you're from another country or Scotland or whatever. We are just coming back off of our huge SummerSlam pay-per-view. So if you want to go and listen to that, listen to our own version of SummerSlam, head on over. Just look at this podcast feed, go down or up or whatever direction it would be to see recent episodes. You'll see our SummerSlam pay-per-view special there, where we book our own version of SummerSlam. It's a great point. I thought it was a really good pay-per-view, really solid pay-per-view, huge announcements there happening, and you, of course, get little spoilers of what happened there. So, in this episode, but yeah, that's basically it. So this episode is going to be us revealing our Monday Night Raw return home from the pay-per-view of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. So, Mikey, I guess we're ready to do it. Last week's episode ended in a tie in the poll, so we're going to have to hit the randomizer on each other. It's just another thing to hurt us. But before we get there, so of course it is another thing to hurt us, but hopefully we can get some nice, helpful things.
Hey, I'm about to say, we might get some good things. We got to keep our hopes up.
We got to keep our hopes up.
The only thing that's going to get us through this podcast.
That's true. But before we get there are some newcomers on WWE's roster that I figure we should probably address to try to figure out where they're going, which roster they're going, and that being MVP, who's been on the roster for a while now, but I thought he was just like a manager type, and then all of a sudden there's rumors that he signs a new contract. I'm like, oh, I guess MVP's up for grabs now. And then, of course, Mickie James, the return of Mickie James. And then, of course, the new arrival of Dominic Mysterio, which we all saw his match at SummerSlam. So we have 3 new wrestlers here, Mikey, that are up for grabs. So I guess we have to decide where they're going. What are your thoughts on this?
Man, I am excited to see who gets who. I'm also excited to see how we're going to figure this out.
Yes, we haven't talked about figuring this out. Is there anyone you particularly want? I feel like for me, it makes the most sense if you take Dominic.
Okay.
Seeing that you have his dad.
That's true. That is indeed true. I do have Rey Mysterio on my roster, so that does make the most sense.
Yeah. So do you want to just handle that? I guess.
Sure. I'll take Dominic.
Just take him off the board right away. I figured, hey, and maybe he got a new tag team out of it. Who knows? There you go. Dominic Mysterio on SmackDown. So we also have MVP Mickie James. Do you have any preference on one or the other? I'll give you the first pick if you don't mind. I feel like Mikey has had a little bit of a downtrodden, down roll here, so I feel like he needs some help here. So I'll give you the first pick of who you take. MVP James.
I would rather Mickie James.
You would rather have Mickie James?
Yes.
Okay, why is that?
I just think she'd be a great addition to my already stacked women's division, and I don't really have anything for MVP.
That's fair. And at SummerSlam, I did take one of your female superstars.
Yes, you did.
So there we go. I'll happily take MVP. Maybe he's going to do the same thing and take over Lana.
Take over LLC and just make it Hurt Business again?
Yeah, we'll make the Hurt Business, but with Cesaro.
The Hurt Business 2, Cesaro Boogaloo.
God, that's so awful. It's great. Okay, well I know now what I'm doing with MVP moving forward. So I'm just gonna adjust my card here as I get ready for the show. Okay, well then there we go. MVP is on Raw. Mickie James and Dominic Mysterio to SmackDown. Good for them. And I think we're ready to do the show. So we got a tie last week in the poll. So are we going to just go back and forth yet again?
Yeah.
How we started doing that in the last pay-per-view cycle. Do you like doing that, or you prefer doing the Raw and SmackDown one show at a time?
I think I prefer going back and forth.
Okay. Well, if you're a listener as well, let us know what you think about it.
But, tweet at us. Let us know what you like better.
Well, then let's get to it. I'll start with Raw, I guess, since it doesn't really matter. Opening up the show with Keith Lee and his championship celebration. That's right. If you didn't hear the SummerSlam episode, Keith Lee is our new WWE champion. So he's opening up Raw.
We had so many new champions at SummerSlam.
Exactly. There was a lot of new stuff. I had to adjust a lot of things. Keith Lee thanks the entire WWE Universe for supporting him during this entire journey. He says he's never wavered from being himself, and you all accepted the fullness of who I am, and I thank you for that. But now that the journey of capturing the WWE Championship is over, I now must defend it. Suddenly, the Usos ambush Keith Lee.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was going to be the Usos and LLC, but I can't use Bobby Lashley because I think it was a sickness is what you drew at SummerSlam, so god dang it.
I think so.
During the ambush, while Usos are beating down Keith Lee, Roman Reigns walks out and slowly makes his way to the ring. Just a chorus of boos, new veneers and all.
I love him. For some reason, I love the idea of him slowly walking to the ring and then just like on a loop. It's just
I want people to hate the music. I want fans to hate the music even more. I just want them to hear it over and over again. I'll take that back. I don't think the music's playing. In my brain, the music isn't playing. He's just walking out.
He just walks out silently like Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes, to ideally a chorus of boos.
That would be great.
So when he arrives to the ring, he grabs Mike and demands... Or I don't think he doesn't even grab the mic. He just grabs Keith Lee by the shirt or whatever and demands that Keith Lee gives him the WWE Championship back. You know, give me my match.
Not even a match. It's just like, give it back.
Give it back. Give me my match.
It.
He's just yelling.
Give me my belt back.
He's just yelling at Keith Lee over and over again. Because you got to remember, Roman Reigns won the WWE title, put his job on the line, lost it the next night after WrestleMania to Brock. Next week, finds out he can never challenge for it again. Kind of goes a little mad from it. And now he gets the opportunity to, now that Brock's out of the picture, Keith Lee's in, he has now the chance to get that title. So the first night back, he's already on top of it. Suddenly, someone's got to come to the someone's got to be the savior here, Mikey. And that person is going to be Aleister Black, comes to the ring with a steel chair in hand to make the save.
The great equalizer.
The great equalizer. So he's able to, deal with Roman Reigns. He chases out Roman Reigns and the Usos. As Keith Lee is getting to his feet, AJ Styles pulls Keith Lee out of the ring and starts beating him down, throwing him into the steel steps, into the barricade. Security comes out and holds back AJ Styles. So a big, tumultuous start to Monday Night Raw.
Very huge start to Raw. A lot of people coming to the ring. A lot of big brawls. I love it.
And that sets up our
Roman just being like, "Give me my title.
Give it to me.
I want it back."
This sets up our main event of the night, which is Keith Lee and Aleister Black versus Roman Reigns and AJ Styles in a tag match.
All right, like it.
Big old main event. Mikey, what's opening at SmackDown, baby?
Opening up SmackDown. Ryan, you know what? I just liked your idea so much that I decided to go with it.
How dare
Drew
you.
McIntyre comes to the ring with his new Universal Championship.
You son of a bitch.
We're also opening SmackDown with a celebration. He says, "Tonight is cause for celebration. After so long, after fighting through every obstacle Randy Orton threw at me, I am the new Universal Champion." Drew holds up the title and celebrates some more. Now, even though I'm the champion...
Is Drew McIntyre drinking from that, snake alcohol thing?
The snake bottle. He just has the bottle.
He has the bottle. He's celebrating.
With the whole snake in it.
Oh, my God. He pulls the snake out and eats it. Live on TV. Live on cable. Jesus.
Incredible. Now, even though I'm the champion, I don't plan on slowing down, especially since the Hunter has now become the Hunted. I know that this title puts a huge target on my back, and to that I say, bring it on. I'll take on anyone and everyone to prove that I'm worthy enough to call myself your Universal Champion. Randy Orton's music hits and he comes to the stage. Drew, you know more than anyone that you absolutely do not deserve to hold that title.
Yeah.
I want a shot at my title back because at the end of the day, he gets cut off. He gets cut off by an attack from behind from Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole. Undisputed Era
by just Kyle O'Reilly going rogue.
By Kyle O'Reilly and no one else. It's by Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Adam Cole, the original three. Undisputed Era beat down Randy Orton, and Cole picks up Orton's mic. Randy, you had your time in the spotlight. You're old news, a washed-up has-been. It's time for a new age of SmackDown, and we are going to be the ones to rein it in. We started at SummerSlam when Fish and O'Reilly became the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and I plan on taking my spot at the top of SmackDown when I take you down, Drew McIntyre. Don't get too attached to that title, Mr. Hunter, because it's going to be in our hands soon, and that is Undisputed. And Undisputed Era leaves as we cut to commercial.
Wow, I love it.
Yep, or the fake out of Orton trying to get his rematch, and Undisputed Era saying, "No way, it's our time now, baby." Oh, sorry, it's our time now, baby.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, I like the idea that like when this happened at SummerSlam, and we're not going to mention Roderick Strong right now.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about what happened to Roderick Strong.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about Roderick
it.
Strong. Who, if I'm not mistaken, he got injured not at Friday Night SmackDown, but during the week house show on that Saturday.
House show, and he couldn't compete. Yeah, it was a mess.
So he's out for a couple weeks. So yeah, I like it. Solid attack, beating down Randy Orton. Does McIntyre just roll out, or are they saying this to McIntyre as well?
They're saying this to McIntyre. Like Undisputed Era is cutting this promo on McIntyre.
I see.
As Undisputed Era is like leaving and their music hits, and Drew McIntyre is standing in the ring just like staring daggers at them as it fades out, and like Michael Cole is like, "We'll be back right after this as SmackDown rolls on," or something like that.
I love it. I like how, despite I love it when heels, and some people say it doesn't make sense, but I like it a lot when heels lose at a pay-per-view and just like ignore it and move on to something else. Mm-hmm. Is the best way to do it. Like Adam Cole lost at SummerSlam, and he's like, "I deserve this title shot." Like if anyone deserves it, Kevin Owens deserves it. If anyone, I mean, I don't know.
Adam Cole is just demanding that it's his time,
and it's perfect because it fits perfectly with Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era's like character. It makes sense. I love it a lot. Well, then let's head over back to Raw, unless you have another thing there, Mikey. But
no, go for it.
On Raw, we are announcing the start of a Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders tournament.
Oh, I love a good tournament, Ryan.
New tournament.
I love a good tournament arc.
New tournament arc. A big old tournament here, Mikey. Let me hit you with the matches in the full tournament.
You have the full tournament laid out.
Yeah, I have the full tournament laid out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-man tournament.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, on the left side of the bracket, in the whatever this is, quarterfinals. I guess the quarterfinals, round 1. In round 1, we have Elias versus King Corbin.
Classic.
Just below that, still on the left side of the bracket, we have Titus O'Neil versus the debuting MVP. Thank you. Gator Country over here. And on the other side of the bracket, on the east side of the bracket, if you will, we have John Morrison versus Chad Gable.
All right.
And then Andrade versus The Miz.
All right. I like it.
So, big...
solid matchup there.
Yeah, big 8-man #1 contenders tournament. Mikey, do you have a pick on who you think's going to win the whole thing?
I think it's going to be...
And why is it Titus?
Because he's what's it? Team Worldwide or something like that.
That's been over for years, buddy.
No, it's fine. We're bringing it back just for this. I think that it's going to be. I think I'm either gonna stick to my pick of King Corbin.
Because you also thought King Corbin was gonna win that Battle Royal, didn't you?
I think he's in for. I think you're gonna stealth push him.
Stealth. I'm stealth pushing King Corbin.
Or it's gonna. Honestly, it's. I think I'm between King Corbin, Elias, and The Miz. Or I don't know. They're all so good.
It's a solid
between
tournament.
Like 4 people. I don't know.
It's a solid #1 contenders tournament.
I have no idea.
Well, let me hit you with the first round matchup here. In match #1, it's going to be Elias versus King Corbin tonight in that first round matchup. And the winner will help you decide. The winner is King Corbin.
All right. Interesting. I don't like a lot. It sucks that Elias lost, but I'm kind of liking this subtle King Corbin push you're gonna hopefully start. Yes. That you've been building him up a little bit.
Yes, I've been slowly building up, and he's been having this kind of feud with Elias as well. So
Yeah.
now he's sort of won this feud in a weird way as well.
I'm into it. I'm
So,
into it.
Good on Corbin. So yeah, that's my first round up match. We'll have another match later tonight.
All right. For our first match over on SmackDown here on Friday night, we have Charlotte Flair versus Mandy Rose, with Charlotte Flair picking up the victory.
Poor Mandy.
I know.
Poor Mandy.
She'll come back. I'm gonna do something with Mandy that's gonna be cool, but right now I just don't have anything.
On I previously did the rankings from SummerSlam. Do you want to know what spot Mandy Rose is in?
No, because it's just gonna make me sad.
Mandy Rose, and this is in reverse order. Like, I guess I don't do it, but number it's as 1 out of 100 wrestlers. Number 100 is like the number one person, who is Drew McIntyre. So just to preface that, Mandy Rose is sitting at 16.
Ugh, I know it's bad. I need to.
She's not the worst.
I'll figure something out.
She's not the worst on
I just
SmackDown.
don't have it right now. I just don't know what it is. You know.
She's not the worst on SmackDown, so that's good, I guess. She's not the worst on SmackDown.
Thank you for rubbing that in, Ryan.
She's not. She's 100% not the
Honestly,
worst.
I did this because I have a lot of heels on my roster, and I'm trying to make Charlotte Flair more face. So I needed to put her against a heel.
No, it makes sense. I'm just saying that because she just cannot catch a break, Mandy Rose.
I know.
I feel bad for her.
So do I. Trust me. I don't like doing it.
Well, let's move on over to Raw, and I'm gonna, if you don't mind, Mikey, I'm gonna hit a back. No, I'll just do this one.
Okay.
We got a video package.
All right.
Video package just recapping Shayna Baszler's Money in the Bank cash-in at SummerSlam, and of course her eventual win of the Raw Women's Championship. If you don't remember, it was a match between Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan. During the match, Shayna Baszler cashed in, making it a triple threat. And then Baszler won the match, taking out both competitors.
All right.
And that's it. That's all my video packages. What's over at SmackDown?
Over on SmackDown, we got a backstage segment after that Charlotte Flair Mandy Rose match. Oni Lorcan finds Pete Dunne backstage. Oni says, "Hey, that was a great match we had at SummerSlam. I wanted to thank you for the opportunity, even though it was kind of last minute." Dunne says, "No problem. You were a great wrestler, and that match was an honor for me." Lorcan continues, "Look, I wanted to ask you for one more thing. A rematch tonight for that U.S. title. I came so close at SummerSlam, and I know now that I got to step in the ring with you that I can beat you." Dunne looks a little shocked at first and says, "You know what? You took me to hell and back at SummerSlam, so tonight you got it." Dunne sticks his hand out for a handshake to seal the deal. Lorcan obliges, and the match is set.
Okay, very respectful.
Setting up our main event tonight between Oni Lorcan and Pete Dunne for the United States Championship.
Nice, very respectful interaction between the two. Is it potentially a tease to something to some sort of disrespect? Who knows? I guess we'll find out later tonight in that main event. Solid main event. Doesn't stack up to mine, of course not.
Ouch.
But it's good all the same. Moving back over to Raw, we have another segment, in fact.
All right.
This segment is a backstage interview with Bianca Belair and Naomi. If you don't remember, Charlie Caruso will remind you. She asked Bianca and Naomi what they plan to do tonight since their triple threat match against Shayna Baszler has been canceled, seeing that there's no briefcase to win. If you don't remember, Mikey, there was supposed to be a triple threat match today where it was going to be Baszler versus Naomi versus Belair for the Money in the Bank briefcase, but of course Baszler cashed in, so there's nothing to fight over.
Yep.
Naomi responds.
There's nothing to fight over anymore. The prize is gone. Oh, darn.
Naomi responds saying that they aren't here to play games. Just because they aren't getting a shot at the briefcase doesn't mean they don't deserve a shot at Shayna's title. Bianca grabs the mic and shoots straight down the barrel, telling Shayna to listen up. "I pinned you in that ring, Shayna, not even with my KOD, but with a roll-up. I caught the submission magician by surprise, and you geeked it. You had to use your briefcase on Sunday because you knew I was going to take it from you tonight. You're scared of me, Shayna. I am the EST, the greatest, the fastest, the strongest, the smartest, the coolest, the best, the greatest. So nice I had to say it twice. I'm coming for the Raw Women's Championship, Shayna. Mark my words.
I love it. What a great promo from Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca Belair not playing any games. Not playing
Not at
any
all.
games.
No games.
No games around here. Just straight cash. I guess I got nothing. Dang it! I read a great promo and I screwed up.
Ran it right into the ground. Is what you did with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. This has been my hope is that maybe that's gonna be the title match at Clash of Champions in 4 weeks.
Maybe.
Who knows? What am I? Nostradamus? What did I start calling myself? The Nostradamus of
The Nostradamus of booking.
Yeah, that's what I should have introduced myself as. My mistake. But yeah, so there we go. What else is happening on SmackDown?
Next up on SmackDown, we have a tag team match between One Nation versus Ziggler and Rude, where One Nation takes the victory, which leads into our next segment, which is a post-match interview about One Nation's loss at SummerSlam. They say, what happened at SummerSlam was nothing more than a minor setback to our ultimate goal of running this tag team division. Undisputed Era, you guys better watch your backs. One Nation isn't going to take that loss lying down, and we plan on taking those titles back. And One Nation leave.
Nice. Solid promo from One Nation. One Nation, if there was ever supposed to... If he turned heel again, I really like the idea of One Nation teaming up with McIntyre.
Ooh.
Like, there's something about those...
As like his bodyguards almost.
Yeah, it's like the little faction there. There's something about that group that is nice. Like, they gel well. They're like... Because they're both... Like, they're calm. They have plans.
The Nation of Hunters.
One Nation's still good.
Okay.
A nation of hunters? Why not just say Hunter Nation?
Hunter Nation. Because Hunter Nation sounds like a shitty Twitch streamers community. Yo, what's up, Hunter Nation? I'm back.
Hey, it's your boy Hunter.
What's up, Hunter Nation?
Wait, so his name's Hunter and he just calls his fans Hunter Nation? You know it.
I get it. I don't know why. It gives off the same vibes as like Plant Gang.
He just plays Call of Duty and that's it. He doesn't play anything else.
He only plays Warzone.
He only plays Warzone. He doesn't have time to play anything else because nothing else is good.
He's gotta get Damascus on those guns, man.
So can I be honest with you, Mikey?
Yeah, okay.
That I've been thinking about doing a Twitch. Like I say that, God, I'm so fucking old. I should doing a Twitch.
I have also been thinking about starting to stream.
I've been thinking about it recently, and I'm just like, maybe I have like the game capture card, and obviously I have the microphones and whatnot. Currently, this microphone isn't like that I'm using right now for this podcast isn't plugged into my computer, so I wonder if there's a way to do that or something. I don't know. I don't know how to do all that stuff, but maybe it's something I have to look into.
I don't know. I would definitely. It's something I'm definitely interested in too.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get a Twitch channel or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? Or at least individually. I don't know. Anyways, moving over to Raw. We have another match here scheduled. Nia Jax versus Carmella.
All right.
Nia Jax wins pretty definitively over Carmella. After the match, Nia Jax grabs the mic, says that she's done being Alexa Bliss's lackey. I am no bodyguard. I am better than this. I am better than her. Alexa Bliss walks out and tells Nia Jax that she is not a bodyguard. You are my friend, Nia. Please don't do this. Nia thinks about it for a second and then clotheslines Alexa Bliss, hits her with the rampage, and leaves.
Dun, dun, dun. The end of an era.
End of an era. End of the genetic goddesses. Nia Jax has seemingly turned heel on your ass, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, so thoughts on that, Mikey?
I'm into it. I like the breakup. I think it was inevitable that it was going to happen sooner or later.
It's run its course. Course.
I think you picked a good time to call it quits. I'm interested in what they're both going to do in more of a singles run.
Yes, that is a good point. What happening over on SmackDown?
You want to do your next one since I did 2 in a row?
Did you do 2 in a row? I didn't even know that.
I did my match 2 and segment afterwards.
Oh, well then, I'm going to have to do more in a row because these 2 are back-to-back in a way.
Well, that's fine. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Figure it out in post. So next up is a segment. It's going to be Chad Gable prepping for his match backstage because he's got the match next in that tournament. He's prepping his match backstage, and Dana Bryan meets up with Gable. Gable thanks Bryan for coming to save Edge at SummerSlam. Bryan appreciates it and says that he knows where Edge is coming from. Coming from a neck injury is no joke. And the things Rollins was doing to Edge made me scared for both his career and his life. Bryan then changes the subject and asks if Gable's ready for his match tonight. Gable says he thinks he is ready. Bryan tells Gable that he will not be in his corner for this tournament because as much coaching as I can give you, Gable, there comes a time where you have to go out on your own. Take this tournament as an opportunity. You know what to do, Gable. You are the greatest I've seen in quite a while. Go out there and show it to the rest of the world. Gable thanks Bryan yet again and then walks to the ring.
I love that. I love Papa Bird, Daniel Bryan pushing his little one out of the nest and saying "Fly."
Yes. And then next up is John Morrison versus Chad Gable. That first round matchup in the Intercontinental Championship #1 contenders tournament. And Chad Gable does indeed fly.
All right.
Beautifully to a victory.
Chad Gable soars like the beautiful, majestic bird he is.
What? What? God.
He was only a baby bird, and now he is a beautiful adult bird flying through the sky, free.
I've never described birds as adult birds, but I guess that's accurate.
I mean, that's what they become, right? They just become grown-up birds.
Well, I've always thought of it as
baby birds and then birds.
Yes. 100%. It's always been you're a baby bird and then you're a bird and that's it. You're not an adult bird. You're not an old bird. You're just a goddamn bird.
You don't. There's no angsty teenage bird.
No, of course not. There's no bird that's like, okay, time to go at the neck, and he's like, no, I don't wanna.
I just want to. I just want a Twitch stream.
Yo, welcome to Hunter Nation. I'm out here getting worms.
I just want to tweet.
I just want to tweet. I just want to complain online. Oh God, this is becoming real. Mikey, get me out of this spiral. What's happening on SmackDown?
All right, next up after that post-match interview with One Nation, we have match number 3, which is Piper Niven taking on Candice LeRae. However, this awesome match ends in a draw.
Whoa, really?
When the Iconics come to the ring and attack both competitors.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So
the Iconics come to the ring, break up this match, beat down Candice LeRae and Piper Niven.
Oh, and Candice LeRae.
Yes, they beat down both of them.
Oh, wow. So Piper Niven, who's been utterly destroying the Iconics in one-on-one action, handicap match, just destroyed the Iconics.
Yeah.
Now has a draw against Candice LeRae
because of the Iconics.
Because the Iconics. The match goes to a non-finish, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then, Iconics. There you go, I guess. They're not happy about that.
No.
Okay, well then, good for them. Well, you want to keep the ball rolling into your next segment or whatever?
Yes, next up we have a video package.
There it is.
Ember Moon and Sasha Banks are sitting in the locker room together, and Ember looks at the camera and speaks up. With SummerSlam out of the way, it's time for us to start making some real progress. Asuka, even though I tore you down at SummerSlam, I'm not finished with you just yet. You embarrassed me months ago, and I'm going to put you through the same pain you put me through.
Whoa.
You're gonna be nothing but a shell of what you used to be when I'm done with you.
Oh my God.
Ember's aggressive.
This is a real heel turn over here.
Sasha speaks up. As for me, I plan on taking something I should have taken a long time ago. Bayley, I'm coming for that SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna rip that title away from you and show the WWE Universe that the boss is back.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my god, the storyline potentials. We get tag teams. We get singles matches. Fatal 4-ways.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my god, this is all exciting. Okay, Banks. A team up of Banks and Ember Moon going after individually Asuka and Bayley. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it. Certainly I do.
I'm very excited for where this is going.
Me too. I'm very interested. Like you set it up quite nicely, and I'm very interested now to see it unfold. It's all that is. It's like setting it up perfectly and then being like, and now that you have all the toys and chips in front of you,
It's like
let's
it's
go.
Like, it's like setting up the dominoes and
Yeah.
then being like, all right, here we go. And
That
setting off that first one and just letting it go.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Speaking of, let's move on to the next domino here. It's a match, a fatal 4-way match. Number 1 contenders for the Raw
big match.
tag team titles.
A fatal 4-way tag team match. That's a lot of people in that ring.
It's almost 8. It's exactly 8.
Almost 8. Say why almost?
The 4 people in here are 2 Fly Guys, Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, versus the Usos,
Okay.
versus Viking Raiders,
Okay.
versus what was originally supposed to be LLC, but Bobby Lashley's gone. Lucha House Party stepping up.
All right, Lucha House Party stepping up.
Stepping up, Lucha House Party. And the winner of this match is the
Lucha House Party.
No, the Viking Raiders.
All right.
Getting the win. And I'm gonna have to
Ivar. Stepping
roll
up.
roll back into my next segment here, Mikey, because they're very related.
Go for it.
After that previous match, Seth Rollins and Disciples attack the Viking Raiders.
Oh no.
Naturally, what were you expecting?
I don't know.
Rollins grabs the mic and congratulates the Viking Raiders on once again getting a shot at their Raw Tag Team Championships. It will truly be an honor to crush you two again, just like I crushed Edge last Sunday. You see, you two try to get involved in my match and it cost you, and now Mastiff and Murphy get full reign to beat you down yet again. And you deserve it. Edge is a has-been of this company, and I'm leading the WWE Universe into the light for their own good. They praise their false idols and want to see them return, while all the while I, the Monday Night Messiah, stands before them every single week, giving them exactly what they want. But I must do this because, you see, this is my burden. I must demolish those of the past to bring WWE into the future. If it means taking you two out, then so be it.
I love his mission statement.
Rollins leaves the ring to grab a kendo stick because Eric and Ivar are both being held down by Mastiff and Murphy. Suddenly, Daniel Bryan's music hits.
What?
And he runs out. As Rollins is outside the ring, he runs out, gives Rollins a running knee to the face. Because of the distraction, Viking Raiders are able to break free from Mastiff and Murphy and deal with those two. And Bryan and Viking Raiders stand tall over Rollins and Mastiff and Murphy, who escape.
The Beard Boys.
The Beard Boys.
Oh, Beard Boys.
Oh, Beard. Get a little bell. Oh, Beard Boys.
Oh, Beard Boys.
Yes. So, thoughts on that? Edge makes the save, or Daniel Bryan makes a save to Edge at SummerSlam, and he does it again for the Viking Raiders.
I like this possible feud that we have that it might happen between Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins. That could be a money feud for sure.
Yes, I'm all about the money feuds. It's all about things been setting up for years.
McMahon, it's time for the money feuds.
Like you were talking about, it's like those dominoes. I'm setting up for forever. Like Viking, this is the second.
Falling into place.
This is the second time Viking Raiders are challenging for the Raw Tag Team Championships. They challenged, I believe, at Money in the Bank, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they challenged at Money in the Bank because they came to the defense of Edge. So, happening again. Here we are from March or whatever it was, February, March to April, May. Yeah, May. Yeah. From like May to by time this comes out, yeah, August, end of August. Mm-hmm. Back and again. Run it back, baby.
Run it back.
But yeah, So that is that Fatal 4-Way, and that's that segment. Mikey.
All right. After that video package, we have match number 4, which is Sami Zayn taking on the newest SmackDown recruit, R-Truth.
Yeah, baby. R-Truth, Detective Truth in the house. That's a present. I hope you realize how much of a present it is. I'm giving you Detective Truth.
Sami Zayn wins this match.
God dang it. Mr. Money in the Bank, Sami Zayn wins it.
After that, we have a post-match interview segment with Sami, if I may.
Go for it. You have to.
All right, post-match interview with Sami Zayn about what happened at the start of SmackDown. Sami just laughs. You think I'm worried about their petty little argument over who's going to be the champ? No, not me. I'm just biding my time, and as soon as one of them gets a little too comfortable and lets their guard down, even for a second, Sami holds up his MITB briefcase. I'll be there to tear them apart. And then Sami leaves, and then after he leaves, he kind of leans back into the frame for a second, shoots daggers at the camera, and then leaves again.
I love it. I love this like semi-maniacal, semi-comedic,
semi like evil but semi-goofy Sami Zayn.
Yeah, like it's Sami Zayn. He can't not be goofy.
Exactly. Like I feel like there's always going to be that like lightheartedness to Sami Zayn.
My question is, when the hell is Sami Zayn going to cash in this goddamn briefcase? He hasn't even defended it. Well, he doesn't have to, I guess.
Yeah, it was like you don't have to defend the briefcase, Ryan.
That's true. I like briefcase defenses.
It's not a title.
That's my New Japan coming out. It's like
enough.
I like briefcase defenses. I like people losing it.
Okay.
But yeah, when is he gonna cash in this goddamn briefcase? I mean, he's got time, I guess. He's got time on his side.
He has all the way till next Money in the Bank.
That is true. So good for him. Well, it's main event time for both our shows, Mikey. And over on Raw, that main event is Keith Lee and Aleister Black versus Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. Mikey, I got the winner right here in front of me. Do you ready to know who it is?
I would love to know who it is.
The winner of this main event tag team match is Roman Reigns and AJ Styles.
Ooh, big win.
AJ Styles pins Aleister Black.
Big win for the heels.
Big old win for the heels. So I'm excited.
Poor Aleister Black.
Well, someone's got. When I made this tag match, I was like, "Man, this is a great tag match." I quickly realized, like, someone's got to take this fall.
Comes back, finds out who beat him up, and then loses a bunch. Aleister Black just cannot find his footing.
What do you mean loses a bunch? He beat Cesaro, beat Sheamus,
and then he lost at SummerSlam, and he just lost again in a tag team match.
I mean,
he can't beat Roman, I guess.
Or Styles, apparently.
Or Styles. Yeah.
I'll be honest. Originally, Aleister Black was going to be in this Intercontinental Championship tournament, and then I was like, no, I'm going to spin him off into the main event scene. So
there you go.
So
I like him.
I like him here. I like him here too. I like him still involved with Roman because he's not done. Because he lost, he's not done with Roman. I figured. Mm-hmm. So he's got to stay here. So we'll see where else this will go for Aleister Black, for Roman, for Styles. Of course, Keith Lee is going to defend his title at Clash of Champions. It's just a matter of against who.
Yes.
So that's my main event. If you like that card, go vote in the poll, baby, on Twitter at HitTheBooksPod. Mikey, what's your main event?
All right, the main event over on SmackDown is Oney Lorcan taking on Pete Dunne for the United States Championship. And in this match,
hold on. There it is. My cat has entered the fray. Go ahead, Mikey.
And in this match, this SummerSlam rematch, Pete Dunne picks up the victory yet again. However, after the match, Pete Dunne helps Oney Lorcan to his feet and raises Lorcan's hand in the air. Dunne brings Lorcan in for a hug and gives him that, like, as he's leaving, he gives him, like, that point, like, yeah, this guy.
This motherfucker right here.
And Pete Dunne leaves the ring with his championship, and Lorcan, even though he lost, he stands tall as SmackDown comes to a close.
Solid. So another solid defense from Pete Dunne. Nice little shine to Oney Lorcan.
A little possible singles push for Oney Lorcan coming up.
I mean, yeah, with Danny Burch gone for what was it? However many weeks. What is it? 30 weeks.
Well, 26 now. He got the miraculous recovery.
Oh, you're right. 26. Did I adjust that on the calendar? Oh, geez. I hope I did, or it's gonna be real confusing. Yeah, miraculous recovery. I think I did. Yes, he's now returning on the Lunar New Year. So congratulations to Danny Burch. But yeah, like Danny Burch is gone until like February, March. So I think that's all fair for Oni Lorcan to get the singles push.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to book Oni Lorcan as a singles competitor.
Yeah, that's what I like about Oni Lorcan is that he's an all around solid hand. Is he a main event guy? Not really, but
Is he a mid card guy?
Is he a mid card guy? I would say absolutely. He can mix it up. He can go out there and give you a solid match, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Well, there we go. If you like SmackDown again, you can go vote in that poll on Twitter. If you don't know, if this is your first time, you have the opportunity to decide which card was better. Was it my version of Raw, or was it Mikey's version of SmackDown? You can decide by going to Twitter at HitTheBooksPod on Twitter. Give us a follow while you're there, and vote in the poll that's at the pin tweet at the top of the Twitter page. Someone told me that the poll isn't on there long enough, so I will try to extend it for longer. I think I did it for like a day and a half. I'll try to extend it for 2 days. I don't want to do it for like a full week or anything, just because of other reasons. But yeah. I'll extend it a little bit longer.
Maybe a couple of days, maybe like 2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. We'll see. So yeah, go to Twitter at HitTheBooksPod. It's on that pinned tweet right at the top there. Go and vote on which card you thought was better, because the power is in your hands. And I give you quite the example of what we mean by that. Mikey, it was a tie in the poll last week. And a tie means that we both have to throw the randomizer at each other.
Indeed. Which
is terrifying. The randomizer, this list of what, like 40 items? I want to say.
A lot of ways to get screwed over.
Yeah, 42 items, I believe. 44 maybe. 42 items that we get to throw at each other to see what happens, who screws each other up. Because it's a tie, it both happens to each other. So Mikey, you have to hit that randomizer, see what our answer is. I'm terrified. I imagine you're always terrified. We're always terrified.
Okay, Ryan, I have your roll whenever you're ready.
I'm never ready, but I'm ready for this to hear it.
Hopefully you have insurance, Ryan.
What? No! No! No!
Roll a D whatever to see what wrestler gets hurt, then a D20 plus 10 to see how many weeks they're out.
Oh, you've done it to me. It's injury season, apparently.
It's injury season. We're just hitting each other with injuries left and right.
Well, I guess I'm due for an injury.
Roderick Strong.
Only Danny Burch. I guess I was due for that. Well, then, people that are wrestling: Elias King Corbin, Nia Jax, Carmella, Morrison, Gable. Was that 2, 4, 6, 8-man tag? So that's was it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So I have 18 wrestlers here, Mikey. That right. If you would like to roll on my ass, roll a D18. And then what is it? Hopefully you have insurance. That's a D20 plus 10. Jesus Christ.
So the best you can get is 11 weeks.
Great. I have a lot of people here that are important that I need to have.
I rolled my D18.
Oh my god.
I got a 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chad Gable.
Oh no! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Oh.
I was so hype on Gable fly. He flew too close to the sun.
The bird.
Our bird flew too close to the sun.
Oh, like Icarus. Like the mighty Icarus. He flew too close to the sun, has broken something, and he's falling down.
He flew too close to the sun, where Daniel Bryan pushed him out of the nest and he just fell.
God dang it.
What a bummer.
What
I was excited for Chad Gable's push. Oh no.
Well, I'll reveal it now because he's injured. He was gonna win the whole thing. He was gonna win the tournament.
Oh man.
That ruins me so badly.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that ruins me so badly. Chad Gable's gonna win this whole tournament.
I was so ready for Chad Gable too. Oh man.
Oh man, this sucks. I'm mad.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ryan.
Okay, well,
randomizer
D20 plus 10 hit me.
All right. Let's bust out. Where the hell? Okay. Let's bust out my D20.
D20 plus 10. This is upsetting.
Good old metal dice.
This is very upsetting.
Ryan, I rolled a 10.
10 plus 10. 20 weeks. Dang it. I'm upset. Mikey. Okay, well, while I'm figuring out when my boy is coming, he was injured and then came back. I've been pushing him, and now he's re-injured.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
God, Shorty G. I'm giving you back the name Shorty G because of this.
No, it's not his fault.
It kind of sucks, Mikey, but it's not too bad comparatively. You have a card subject to change.
Again?
Yes, you have to replace an entire match.
Oy.
So you have to cut a match and replace it with something.
Oy. All right. Let's see.
So there's some options here, I would say, but I think most of your storyline stuff probably came from like, well, I don't know, the future holds, but I think there's some possible replacements in there. Let me count up when was it 20 weeks? God dang it. Okay, I got Chad Gable here. Chad Gable returns January. Oh wait, no, that's incorrect because it's Monday Night Raw. Chad Gable returns January 11th.
All right,
that is after. If all these dates are correct, I believe that will be after Survivor Series, after TLC. That might be potentially in time with the pay-per-view after TLC, which is January. So that actually might be the Royal Rumble. So he might be able to return at the Royal Rumble.
That could be that. Honestly, this could be a blessing in disguise. Then
he's not going to win the Rumble. I mean, come on, it's not a huge blessing in disguise.
Hey, there's no reason to disappoint the fans like that.
He was going to have an IC title match against Sheamus at the next pay-per-view. At Clash of Champions.
But Shorty G might return at the Rumble. Are you kidding? It could be the biggest pop of the century.
Chad Gable injured for 20 weeks. The guy that was going to win this whole tournament, gone. I guess Daniel Bryan will be stepping up.
Oh, man.
I got to rework this whole tournament. Luckily, it's the beginning. But
yeah, that's true.
God dang it. God dang, pal.
Oof.
I already have Titus O'Neil on here.
I've figured out what match I'm replacing.
Okay, well then, hit me, I guess.
I am cutting Charlotte Flair versus Mandy Rose and replacing it with Mickie James versus Dana Brooke, and Mickie James picking up the victory.
Okay, Mickie, the
debut of Mickie James, or the re-debut, I guess.
Okay, I like that. Get the debut of Mickie James opening the show of SmackDown. I would be honest, I think that makes the card a little bit better. It gives Rose one less loss, and it gets the huge debut of Mickie James. I like that. I like that. I wonder who is lower on this ranking, Dana Brooke or Mandy Rose. What's their records? That's what I want to see. Mandy Rose versus Dana Brooke. Let's see. Their record in our universe. Mandy Rose is 2-12. Dana Brooke 2-15. Ooh.
Oh my God, Ryan, stop doing this to me. I get it.
The heated rivalry.
I have jobbers in my division. Jesus Christ.
Dolph Ziggler 0-7. Let me see. I want to look at these now. No, I just want to look at these. Who are the jobbers in this? Titus O'Neil 0-3. That's one of my jobbers. Same thing with Kalisto 0-3. Dolph Ziggler 0-7. Shelton Benjamin 1-4. Bo Dallas 0-7. God dang it, pal. Don't worry. Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Charlotte Flair, Finn Balor. Basically everyone that was on SmackDown are high up for the most part because we have more of their records, so it's kind of weighted differently. Maybe I should subtract all those wins and losses and just start from this year, but I didn't. So get off my butt, I guess. Maybe the data's wrong. Who cares? But there we go. So Chad Gable injured for 20 weeks during this match. I gotta figure something else out. He's out of this tournament. Maybe Daniel Bryan stepping up while also trying to defend Edge.
Daniel Bryan fighting a 2-front war here.
Possibly. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'll make the call. Or someone's getting a bye week maybe instead. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, baby. And then you got to replace that match, and you did. Debut of Mickie James. So again, if you liked our cards, our full cards, then you can go vote on which card you thought was better by going over to Twitter at HitTheBooksPod and voting in that poll right at the top of our page, pinned at the top. Vote there. Did you like my version of Raw better? Did you like Mikey's version of SmackDown? While you're there, give us a follow, why don't you? Hear our thoughts about the world of professional wrestling and everything in between. Ska, Taco Bell, things of that nature.
Yeah, you know, the essentials. Ska and Taco Bell.
The essentials. You can also subscribe to this podcast feed. Not only will you get this show, you also get a review of SummerSlam proper, WWE SummerSlam proper, and also that SummerSlam pay-per-view special, our own version of SummerSlam. So you get double the dose of SummerSlam, but also you get the Monday show, Wrestling Statistics, every Monday on the big old feed. So subscribe to this feed, and you'll get all of that. And, of course, down the line, we teased it last week, the return of Mikey's Indy 500 is coming. It's just a matter of when at this point. So so I get excited for that. Subscribe to this feed. There's going to be more stuff coming down the pipeline. So get ready for all of that. And if you like what we did here as well, leave a review. Leave a 5-star review. We would greatly appreciate it. Go over to iTunes. Takes like maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Not even. Takes like 30 seconds. Leave a review. We would greatly appreciate reading your thoughts and comments, or just leave a 5-star review because we want to get that feedback, baby. And you can also go to our YouTube channel. We have other content there as well, so go check that out. You know, and maybe if we start doing some Twitch streams, maybe I'll Twitch play like some of those, you know, booking games. I forgot what it's called. Not Fire Pro Wrestling, but I also want to play that at some point. But there's like a booking simulator thing, so maybe we'll do that.
We'll steal Up Down Down's idea, and we'll do the GM mode.
Yeah, we'll steal over their ideas. And we'll do some. Maybe we'll put some stuff there along with other things. I don't know. But subscribe there. There's going to be stuff there. There's video versions of this podcast. So go subscribe there as well. And if you enjoyed or want to support us even more, you can always donate to our Red Circle page. There's a link to it in the bottom of the description of this podcast. Donate there, and the proceeds go to us. I say that like we're a charity case, but we're not. We're just two dudes booking Raw and SmackDown for over 2 years. 2 dudes, baby, 2 dudes. Mikey, anything for you to plug? Any thoughts or anything?
I think you got it. Like you said before, look out for Indy 500 coming back with a little bit of a rebranding and a special new surprise. So Stay tuned for that.
Do I know what this surprise is?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My brain is currently running through all the surprise scenarios in my brain. Jeez. Well, yeah, go subscribe. So get ready for that rebranding of Mikey's Indy 500. Until next time, everybody, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Hit the Books. We have a special, maybe fun episode next week, so definitely get ready for that. Until next week, until then, for Mikey, I've been Ryan. We've got 2 words for you. Book it.